Welcome back again to my channel. We all know how Wike and his pro supporters are. They are all into havoc and destruction. So they've warned them, because I think that there's now a threat on UGOCHINYERE, which you all know him, a man that always speaks the truth all the time, day in, day out. He stands by the truth, and he has given Wike to every day by day. He's giving Wike to. And now again, they're having the threat that they're going to buy him, which I don't know who and who is saying that, but they're not giving them warning that if anything should happen to UGOCHINYERE, if he's being kidnapped, being fired, and they're going to hold Wike and his supporters responsible, because they're proving that they are the threat in the River State, and they're proving that they are the ones that don't want the River State to move forward, because they are greedy, or they are selfish, or they're not happy of how Fubara is leading the state, because Fubara is doing a great job, but we could not do a good job in 8 good years. I think that's why they are not trying to frustrate Fubara administration, and UGOCHINYERE now has another threat that's going to be fired, and then they've warned Wike and his supporters that if anything should happen to UGOCHINYERE, everybody that's what Wike will go down for it. And this is a warning for Wike and supporters to just run and leave UGOCHINYERE alone. So whether guys you hear this from this particular video you are going to watch now, is where they said all these things. I just summarized now for you guys. So let's watch this together, and I'll be with you guys shortly.
I want to re-emphasize the fact that the people that are behind these shenanigans are people that are believed to be pro-Wike, that are pro-Wike factions, you know, who are behind this thing. Now we are calling on the Inspector General of Police, Director of DSS, even the advisor to the President of Security, and even the President himself, to call these people to order. Don't let them destroy your government. They want to create crisis. They want to create chaos. These people who call themselves pro-Wike group, they are the people behind all these. They are the people that are alleged to be behind these plans, these evil plans to silence the Ikenga, even possibly take him out of circulation. And we are rehammering it to the hearing of the government and all the people who care to listen. The fact that if anything should happen to Ikenga UGOCHINYERE, the pro-Wike group and this government shall be held accountable for this. So once again, the security agencies must never cooperate or collaborate or coordinate with people who want to squander our democracy. They are criminal elements and must never be seen around people who are supposed to keep all of us safe.
I think, for me, it is disheartening that this democratic experiment and experience that we have been enjoying since 1999 has become something that people think that they can hijack and put in their pocket. That decent, like my brother, Comrade Makadiba, has spoken, is the fact that it's the beauty of democracy, it's the beauty of multi-party democratic system, it's the beauty of conversation that will lead to a prosperous and developed society. If you have a society where people want to conduct election, they will attack them in the house, like what happened to Ikenga. They will kill his uncle. People will lose their life, and then he will win election. And I know what it is to conduct election. And if you are not popular, if you will not have a mandate that you will get from a state where your party is not the governor. So this kind of situation of what is happening is so painful that we will be in this democracy and find out that the allegation there was championed by agents of Imo State government. The allegation included rape, sodomy, assault, murder, terrorism, treason, and all sorts of things. That the then Commissioner of Police in Imo State, CP Bade, was fully part of the plot and even declared the Ikenga wanted. Don't forget, if you watch news very well, you find out that he was declared wanted and couldn't even go to participate in the election. He was elected in absentia. For democracy to take root, we must learn as a society to protect the right of the opposition and speak for ourselves. Because if you refuse to galvanize opinion towards the protection of the right of the opposition, towards the sustainability of the democratic practice that give the opposition voice to be able to criticize, to review, and look at the issue of governance on how it affects our people, then we will have ourselves to blame as we slide into one-party state. All this will stop him from winning the election. He won the election last slide, and despite all the attack on his person, all those allegations fizzled away immediately after the election, and they don't exist anymore. Election has been over for quite some time, since 2023. Nothing had come up, except until now, when the issue of land racketeering, when the issue of hijack of the democratic institution in River State has now become a subject matter, that people are now taking it as an issue to be able to suppress the views of Nigerians. Nigerians have a right to express themselves. Nigerians have a right to continue to speak for the development of this country. This democracy belongs to no one single individual. This democracy is a collective share that all Nigeria, we are all collective stakeholders. We have share in this democratic experience, and we have the right to speak, just like Ikenga have done. We cannot continue to see and say, no, now their government. This government belongs to nobody. This government belongs to us, belongs to you wherever you are living, and you must protect the right of those who are speaking for you. You must be able to do that for the benefit of our collective good. That as usual, this too, it shall overcome. And they will also disappear when these political issues go away. As soon as this political issue is dead, we'll find out the opportunity to develop a robust democratic practice that will give the opportunity for opposition to continue to speak without losing their uncle, without losing their people, and without being afraid to be on ground on election day. Ikenga cannot be intimidated. We will not allow him to be intimidated because he has stood for us when we had challenges. We are standing for him when he's having challenges. We will mobilize as much as we can to defend this democracy, to give our young children, our young people voice, to give the elderly voice, to give every community the chance to speak for a just and equitable society. That is what the democratic practice entails. That is what we shall continue to defend, and that is what we shall continue to stand for. We transform because we found out that the depletion in the population of opposition political party through deliberate means by those in governance to run a one-party system, to deprive those who are speakers for the masses the right to speak their mind, which is what is trying to happen to Ikenga, which I tell you with all sense of responsibility, all sense of commitment to the development and defense of our democratic system, that we shall stand and we shall prevail and defend this democracy that collectively belongs to.
Well, in addition, please, political parties, to expose the plan to murder our national spokesperson in the person of Honorable Ikenga Imo UGOCHINYERE. 2 years ago, all Nigerians could attest to the fact that what we witnessed, the carnage we witnessed, the attack on his house, where his uncle and his supporters were murdered in cold blood. His properties were destroyed, and many of his supporters arrested and seriously threatened. Today, we are back again on this same trajectory of tragedy, of repression, of oppression against the #1 opposition spokesperson in the country, in the person of Honorable Ikenga Imo UGOCHINYERE. We have certain information that we want all Nigerians to know today, predicated on a fabricated set of allegations to be made against Honorable Ikenga. And we have to raise the alarm for all Nigerians to be aware of the plan to frame him up on trop-up charges. And the reasons behind all these attacks against his person are not far-fetched. And these things are predicated on about 4 main points. Now, Ikenga has been very focal on the River State issue with regard to the attempt to truncate democracy in that state by the efforts to create enough crisis for a state of emergency to be declared in that state for anti-democratic forces to take over that state. Number 2 is the fact that the failed attempt to seize and corner the Commonwealth of River State, to seize the treasury of River State by some anti-democratic forces. Ikenga has been very, very focal on these issues. Another area that he has been focal about is about restoring internal democracy in PDP and to scuttle all the attempts to destroy PDP. He has been very focal on that one. And of course, you know, he has been speaking much later about land racketeering in the Federal Capital Territory. You know, he has been speaking very much on that. He has been very focal about that. And he has a compendium of the analysis of the scheme of racketeering, land racketeering in the FCT, which is about to release. It was one of the major reasons why they are now trying to frame him up on top of charges of criminal activities that are non-existent. Another one is the fact that this man has been at the forefront of speaking for the democratic rights of Nigerians. The anti-democratic forces in this nation do not like his guts, do not like his courage. They are planning to frame him up on the Trump-up charges of bribing of judges. They are saying that he bribed judges. You know, they lost on the appeal against seizing the River State Treasury. So they lost. They are now speculating that he went and bribed judges to win that, for River State to win that case. Ikenga is not from River State, as we all know. He's from Imo State. So why will he go out of his way to go and bribe the judiciary? In fact, it's a blackmail against the judiciary for anybody to even try to frame him up on the charges of bribing judges. If that has been their pastime, as we know, if that has been their vocation, as we know, it is not the pastime, it is not the practice of a person of integrity like Ikenga Imo UGOCHINYERE. They are trying to frame him up on the allegations of treason and murder and rape, gun running, arson, and even sodomy. You know, it is that ridiculous. And you will remember that 2 years ago, the same thing happened in Imo State. Just because they didn't want him to win the election, they will frame him up. They are bringing up, you know, allegations of arson, of murder, of rape, and co. They brought it against him. So Upon all, he still went ahead and won that election in absentia with all the. So all those allegations fizzled away. Nobody is visiting them again. These ones too that they are raising, they will still fizzle out again. All their attempt now is to keep him silent, to silence him from speaking again. They want to take him out of circulation. They want to get him arrested. In fact, we have it on good authority that there are people that are currently being trained here in Abuja who will come out to confront Ikenga as witnesses to say that he has committed rape, he has committed arson, he is planning to commit reasonable felony and the rest of that. They are doing that. And we want to call on Nigerians and alert all Nigerians and international community that you should disregard any AI-generated evidence against Honorable Ikenga, UGOCHINYERE, that are likely to be released to the public anytime from now. The plan is at an advanced stage to create an AI-generated evidence, so-called evidence, against him, to frame him up on these top of charges that are absolutely non-existent, ridiculous, and absolutely reprehensible. So these are the things that we are calling on all human rights activists, human rights lawyers, the international community, and all stakeholders and people of good conscience of this country to rise up and defend the rights of the opposition to exist, the right of Nigeria to be able to speak against injustice, against bad governance, because all these are tailored towards, towards killing dissent. Nobody wants anybody to talk against what is bad in the country, and then we will not be silenced. The opposition will not keep quiet, and we will continue to speak on the side of the people, on the side of truth, and on the side of justice. All these Trump allegations that they are bringing up against Ikenga UGOCHINYERE are absolutely non-existent. They are ridiculous and reprehensible. There's nothing further from the truth. He has never engaged in anything criminal. He has never engaged in anything treasonous. He has never engaged in anything anti-democratic. He has never engaged in anything that is anti-people. It is the anti-people elements. And all these things are being orchestrated by people who are factional supporters of the FCT minister. So they are the factional supporters of the FCT minister who are orchestrating all these things in order to take Ikenga out of circulation. If possible, to murder him. As they failed 2 years ago, they are back again. They are back again through blackmail. They are back again through fabricated allegations that have no basis in fact, that have no basis in evidence. This is why we are coming out to alert Nigerians to the fact that, once again, Ikenga is in the crosshairs of the anti-democratic forces of this country. They are attempting to kill him. They are attempting to murder him. They are attempting to take him out of circulation. And all the security agencies that are being contracted to do this must back out, must back down, and let justice reign in this country. Any attempt to silence the opposition in this country is an attempt to kill democracy. And we, together, we shall not allow that to happen. Our democracy must survive, and no democracy will thrive without the active participation of the opposition. Any attempt to attack the number one opposition political party spokesperson in this country, in terms of the person that is speaking, even for the opposition lawmakers in this country, will be resisted. Finally, we want to announce, to tell our detractors that we also have fully ready to mobilize Nigerians for a nationwide peaceful protest against attempt to silence dissent, against attempt to kidnap Ikenga UGOCHINYERE, against any attempt to frame him up on Trump-up charges. All Nigerians, we are mobilizing the civil society, we are mobilizing regular Nigerians, we are mobilizing the political class for a mass protest against such attempts. Thank you so much for your listening attention.
I believe how it's done that once your tenure have finished as a governor, you do what? You pack your bag and go. But in Wike's case, it's not like that. Wike wants to also rule Abuja and rule River State. But Fubara said, no, I cannot play to your beats because I am the governor. I have my own agenda, I have my own reason, I have my own purpose, I have what I plan for my people to do or to achieve. But why are Wike supporters and Wike trying to frustrate for that administration? And now UGOCHINYERE is actually someone that we all know that's always stand for the truth, and he has spoken well for Fubara and spoken against Wike. I think that's what Wike and his supporters are trying to buy him, which if they do, it's going to warrant a big issue for everybody in Nigeria. But Wike supporters everywhere we go in for it is a warning to them that they should step out. They should leave UGOCHINYERE alone to stand with the truth, because it's not a hidden thing that in Nigeria, once you are known for the truth, the government will come for you to buy you, to kidnap you, also blackmail you, like they're doing to Dele for now, that they actually defamed them, arrested him for a crime that is not more existing in Ekiti State, but they arrested him. And also the same thing, the Ekiti State magistrate did not allow him, they just gave him bail of 15 million, and he's still in detention until today. So if you speak the truth in this country, they will come for you. That's the level in the country. If you speak the truth, they will come for you. So this is very important for you guys to just know what's happening, and the warning they gave to Wike and his supporters that they should step out and leave UGOCHINYERE alone and Fubara alone and Rivers State alone as a whole. Go to FCT and be there as a minister and do the good work and not just come to Rivers State to frustrate them. So I will say my name, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Share to your friends. See you guys.